Here's a Franchise Conference Finals report from 107.7 The Franchise.
Greetings, Thunder fans. The Oklahoma City Thunder finished with shoot-around today. We get to hear from Kendrick Perkins and Kevin Durant and pay special attention to Perk, who says the happy team always loses. That on today's Thunder Report.
It's game night, another opportunity to get one at home. What do you want to see out of your team tonight, just from the opening tip?
Just more focus on the detailed things that we talked about, and just keep playing together and playing aggressive. I think when we're aggressive, we put ourselves in a great position.
Serge was really praising you and Russell's defense, particularly at the beginning of the game, keeping those guys out of the paint. What's your focus on that end of the floor?
Well, we're just trying to play as hard as we can. We set the tone as the leaders on the defensive end. Just getting into the ball and make it, life easier for the bigs, but not relying on them so much, and putting them in a position to get in foul trouble. So just stand in front of the ball. I didn't do so well, as the game went on last game, but it was another opportunity tonight to, try to put a full 48 together on the defensive end.
Do you think you found something that works against Parker defensively?
He's a great player. It's hard for you to figure stuff out against a guy like him, but we know that Russell's going to play extremely hard. He's going to use his athleticism and his length, and we want to help him out as well. So it's kind of hard to just fully stop a guy like Tony Parker, but make it tough on is what we want to do.
What do you guys have won a few series now, which you trailed, including both this year? What does that do for your sense of calmness in this situation?
Just knowing that we've been here before and knowing how we responded, but also knowing that just because we went through those times, it don't mean it's going to happen again. We got to go out there and play the game and try to take it. But just knowing that how a couple possessions can switch a series up. We know that, so it's good for our young guys to get that experience, and being down 3-2, like we was before. I've never been through that, so enforcing Game 7 and stuff like that, I've never been through that. So it was definitely a great experience, but we can't rely on that. We just got to go out there and play our game and see what happens.
What do you expect from them tonight? Something different?
Yeah, a totally different game from what they played last game. I think they're going to throw some different stuff at us and see how we respond to it. But that's what championship caliber teams do. They make adjustments from game to game, and they bring intensity level, especially after a loss. So we gotta be prepared for it.
Looks like there was an effort to gain rebound, three. Is that important from here? How significant is that for you guys?
It's very significant because they grab offensive rebounds, they kick out for threes, and that's a backbreaker for you. So we have to make sure we rebound the basketball and get it out and run. But we can't give them second chance points because those are most likely three-pointers. So we got to be engaged.
Just still come out with the same mindset. I thought our on-the-ball defense was great. Starting with Russ, thought he set the tone early, but you got to be there again tonight for 48 minutes. You got to expect that they're gonna come out and make some adjustments tonight. So we got to be ready. They got a lot of tricks up their sleeves, so we got to be ready for everything.
How else did you guys help Russ with Parker, kind of building that wall?
Just the thing is getting back in transition, low turnovers, and everybody, just 5 guys getting back. It's probably right there under LeBron as far as attacking the rim and getting to the paint in transition. And 2 guys is not even enough to stop him when he's pushing in transition. So we got to make sure we just load up and also do a great job of finding their 3-point shooters at the same time.
You guys always seem to do well in those emotional backs against the wall, those type of games. What do you guys have to do to get that same type of energy effort to start this game?
Just take focus. I think it's all in your mind. I think you got to come in, starts now, just being locked in all day, and just think about plays during the game right now. Just think about what's going to happen. Think about what they do, and just be locked in. I think that's the biggest key for us.
Everybody's talking about how well you guys played the last game. How do you put that behind you?
You got to. Only won one home game. We still down 2-1. There's no reason to be happy. And the happy team always lose. So you got to make sure you come into this game and know that you're still down 2-1, and this a must win. You don't want to go down 3-1, so you can't come into this game happy or satisfied.
along those lines, given that you don't want to be down 3-1 and they don't want the series to be even, you think this is going to be the game of the series?
We'll see, but I think it is going to be a possession-by-possession game and going down to the wire. That's my opinion. So we got to make sure that we start off early, not turning the ball over, and not wasting any possessions on the defensive and offensive end in the first and second quarter.
That's Oklahoma City center Kendrick Perkins. The Spurs did not hold an organized shoot-around. They don't on game days sometimes. So we'll hear from Greg Popovich in his mandatory hour-and-a-half press conference a little before tip-off tonight. You'll hear those comments on the TotallyTickets.com countdown to tip-off presented by Homeland and Bank 7 here on The Franchise, live from Toby Keith's at 7 o'clock tonight. From the Thunder Development Center, I'm David Garrett for 107.7 The Franchise.